Now it's the second baseman, homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Fought off foul. Fouled off. He was late. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One out in second.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
And a foul ball.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
Pitch misses. Now 2-2. And there's a ball.
Full count.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now back.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Ryan O'Hearn.
Woo checks the runner, and he's back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so.
Another move to first, and he's back in that time as well.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes in there for strike 3, and that's a stolen base, not even close. And now for the Twins, Dylan Cruz. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think this runner breaks for third. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. He makes the grab, and that is that. No outs, runners at first and second.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
2 strikes.
Nothing happening on the bases, though.
We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Ball 2.
And that's in for a strike. 2-1 now.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
That misses. 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And he walked
Ball
him.
4, take your base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. Brash, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a 4-seamer. Back over to first.
He's safe.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Toss to Naylor. No chance of the double play with the runner in motion. So digging in, Dylan Cruz.
Take your base. Ball 4.
Throw, save. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. 2-2 down. Runners breaking for the plate. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. 2 left on. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Twins 6 and the Mariners 3. Here's the second baseman. Plying in his rookie season, 28 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. And the first
1-0.
offering is not close.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the ground. Zips it to first. Out. Now 1 gone in the 9th. Number 8 with a fair showing in this win. Singled and drew a walk in this one.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today. I'm sure he'd like to have a better game, but a win is a win.
Standing in is the power hitting second baseman.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And that's outside.
1 ball, no strikes.
Next offering is fouled back. 1 down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Bunts it towards the mound. Throw to first in time.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Runner at second, 2 down. In the air, right field. Soler pulls that one down, and that'll do it. Here's the catcher to hit, Jose Herrera. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. Onto O'Hearn. 2.
Pitcher made.
Back at T-Mobile Park. Now here is number 8. Kirby back to work. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1.
Well, these Twins just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly.
Now this one's stroked to right center, and that should be extra bases. In safely with a leadoff double, go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game.
Kirkering checks the runner.
Hey, he beat it out.
Go-ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Runner takes off.
Hey, nice
Line to right, base hit. Runner around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take the lead in the 7th.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes.
Now it's the second baseman. 1 for 3.
Number 8.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. That's strike 1.
1 strike.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up.
And that one popped to short. Castro. Out. Number 2.
The right fielder, number 16, Tyrone Taylor.
1 down. Here's the second baseman. 1 for 4 with a double. Popped up. Fry settles underneath it. And there's 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Number 8 played well enough in the win.
Maybe not his best showing.
And now the rookie second baseman.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
And first offering is fouled off. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game.
Miller with a move to first. And he's back in on a dive.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not.
Another throw over. And he's back again. And that's disengagement number 2. Runner on the go. On the ground to third. Can't glove it cleanly, but plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Dylan Cruz. He's trying for third. High fly ball lifted into air right field. He's got it, and that is that. 1 left for Minnesota. Back in Seattle as we go to the top of the 4th. And now for the Twins, number 8. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Here comes the 0-1. On the ground to third. On to first. He's out. 1 up, 1 down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop. Gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
And first offering is fouled off.
Outside.
Outside. Strike 2. That's out to center field. Rodriguez has this one sized up. Makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Base is empty, one away. Now it's the second baseman. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Now it's the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor. The 1-2. Runner on the go. In the dirt.
Nope,
Safe at
safe.
second, and that was not close. Runner goes again. Now this is in the air down the line. Soler puts it away. So up next for Minnesota, Dylan Cruz. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Struck him out looking with the off-speed. 2 down, base is empty. And now for Seattle, Harry Ford. Got him, and that's the ball game. Number 8 had a decent showing in this one.
Not one to put on the personal highlight.
Top of the second, digging in, number 8.
Number 8.
Lopez back to work. There's a strike, 95 of that one. And this is inside. And there's a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first, but the run scores, and that makes it a 1-1 game. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Lopez back to work. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, these Twins just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Fly ball to right. Soler makes the catch, and there's one gone. This is Willie Castro. Swing and a slow roller. The throw to first, and there are 2 outs.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
2 outs with a runner at third. And a sweeper misses for a ball.
Ball.
Out to short. Castro sends it to first. And the inning is over. Here comes Schwartz to the plate. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And we're back. We go to the ninth. Here's the second baseman, number 8. Munoz back to work. And that one fouled off. Swings and misses. And that is strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Trying to send this to extra innings. That one is absolutely belted. And that gets down into the gap. Coming home. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Mariners walk it off and win it 4-3. 4-3.
My dreams, the green twins with your eyes. They all haunt my dreams. The green twins.
Gotta do better. I 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 gotta do better. Gotta do better. Gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late. Said I gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time. Get back in line with my chakras. Reach for the galaxy. Leave stardust after me. Enter the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be. I gotta do better. I gotta do everything in my power to try to do what gotta do. Ride the tide, don't fight with the current that guided you. No thought, around the furnace burning inside of you. I gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta do better. There's nothing they can do that I can't do better. Better yet, there's nothing I can do that I can't do better. Yeah, I'm better. I said I'm better. Gotta do better. I 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 gotta do better. Gotta do better. Gotta do better before it's too late. Shade stuck to my face, hoodie glued to my head. Hiding from the same world that made me who I am. Deep rest, can't even get out of bed. Too blessed to be so stressed. I do all this just to say get off my... Mixed emotions prohibit my focus. This what you wanted, what's wrong with you? You don't make sense. Feel like I could flip at any moment. I belong to the city, right? City life, quick talk, so fresh, just another city night. Feeling lucky I'm a roll of dice, so fresh, like a roll of my...
It's the Minnesota Twins and the San Diego Padres. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Now it's the second baseman. He was hitless at 4 at-bats on Sunday.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
2 on, 1 out, and that is out of play. In the dirt.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
He's got it, and there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Throws to first in time.
Batting third, the right.
Man at first, one away. Swinging a foul straight back. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Center field, Merrill sizing this one up. He's got it. And there are 2 outs. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Again, back to work. On the ground. What a stop. And it gets by him. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the missed play. Here's the second baseman. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
On the ground to the left. Slinging it to first in time.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Swinging a foul out of play.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Chases that one. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
He's locked in at the plate, but he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track.
First and second, 2 outs. And now the rookie second baseman.
Boog, I'd say he's due.
First pitch misses.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one fouled off. Swing and a ground ball onto Chaz. They limit the damage here. So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Griffin Conine. The 2-2. To the right side. Fires to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. Nobody out. Runner at first.
Number 8.
This one popped up. Machado. And there's 1 down. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Up the middle. And that chance handled. Now the throw to first on the run. He's in there.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap. Just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Full extension makes the catch.
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more great defensive plays or to get back in the dugout and swing the sticks.
Number 8 at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
0-1. Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Tatis makes the grab, and that is that. So they go quietly there. Bottom part of the order. 7-8. New inning getting started. And now the right fielder, Dylan Cruz. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. The other way. And a base hit. The run scores from second. It's an RBI single. And they lead it in the 10th. 2 on, 1 out. And now here is Eggy Rosario. Tying run at the plate. Ouch, that one drilled him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Number 8 with a mediocre showing in this one.
Not great, not terrible.
First and second, 1 out. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. There's the strike.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
That missed. That's a ball.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. 1 down. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. On the ground right side. And that one handled. Over to first. 2 away.
Batting third.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
4 runs already in the frame here in the rubber match of this 3-game series.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And this one squirts away from the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Campusano gathers, raised to first, got him. Inning over on the strikeout. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and lead 1. We go to the bottom of inning number. Manny Machado coming to the plate for the Padres after homering earlier in the game.
Yeah, and nobody has hit more home runs for the Padres franchise than Manny Machado.
You're right about that. It was just last year. Cruz flips to second. That's 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. So they're able to. Back here at Petco Park. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, number 8. Slider right there.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
Gonna count 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just gonna have to battle with 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits.
Now moves to first, and he's back in there. Ginn measures 6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds, and he was a second-round. Another throw over, and they're keeping him close. And that's the second disengagement now. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Safe at second with a stolen base. Runner on the go again. That one ripped. Raging back towards the wall. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Man at second. Runner takes off in the dirt. No throw. He steals third easily. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Merrill pulls it down. The throw in. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the second baseman. 1 for 3. Little chopper rolls foul. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Tyrone Taylor getting ready to hit. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Line drive, that's a base hit. Caught up now trying to get to third. Now a relay to second. The tag out. 1 down, runner at first. Jazz Chisholm Jr. the next up for the Padres. 0-2 now. Ground ball could be 2. To second, and he pulls the shortstop off the bag. One-run game here in the top of the 9th.
Now batting, number 8.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Right through there for a strike. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And fouled off. So the tying run at second. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout. Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win. They turned to him when they didn't have.
Been someone's lover, someone's other love. My mother was her side. I've been a rambling man without a plan. Just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. Young man, I was you, wrong, stone o'clock, it's true,
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman. Ripped on a line. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
He was all over that one. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
McCullers a move to first. And he's back safely. Two outs. Runner on the go. That one hit to right. Call brings it in, and that's the third out. Here's Alex Verdugo. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. That ends the frame. So they make short work of him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. 1 out, bases empty. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss. Bases empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is a nasty front door breaking ball. I mean, those are so tough to stay in on and not give up, because out of the hand, it looks like it's almost going to hit you, and then at the last moment, dips over that.
On the ground. They take the force out. That's out number 3. Man at first, 1 away.
Number 8.
And there's a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
And ball 1. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And a pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Swung on, belted. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. So 2 down, and now here is Nico Cavadas. This could end it. To the right side. Over to first, and that'll do it. And the Twins hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Number 8 with a. So bases all loaded up. Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit. Double play ball to second. There's one. Onto O'Hearn. 2. First and second. 2 outs. Here's the second baseman. 1 run batted in yesterday. Their only run of the game. Swing and a ground ball. Senzel tosses to first. That ends the inning. On to the second. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Alex Call, the next to hit for the Angels. On the ground, 2 ball. On to second, they get 1. And that's 2. Still 2 out, space is empty. Woodruff, 35 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Woodruff deals. That one ripped. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Runner takes off in the dirt. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. Two outs. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Now it's the second baseman. 1 for 3. And that is out of play. So the tying run at second. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Call on the move. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. First and second. 2 outs. Here's the second baseman. 1 for 4 with a double. Swing and a foul out of play. O'Hearn at second. Lewis at first. 2 out of the inning. This one popped up. Fair ball. Run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Now it's the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor. First offering, runner goes down looking. Number 8 did well in the losing effort.
He can consistently put up games like this one.
First and second, 2 outs. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
1-1.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
And that's the 3rd out. Twins strand a pair. We played an inning, no score. First and second, no outs. Allen will hit next. Up the middle. Nice stop. There's one. And he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
Nice dive and stop right there. He gets the out. Great reactions. Excellent job of finishing the play with a nice, easy throw.
First and third, 1 down. Now fly ball to right center. Trout is there. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. And they'll score first. It's 1-zip.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
And that one Wrapped foul. The pitch.
Hey! No balls, 2 strikes.
Check
No.
swing, no
Inside.
appeal. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Man on second, 2 down. On the ground to third. Senzel tosses to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Slings to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And he grounds one to the right side. Allen sends it to first, and that ends the inning. Offense held in check there. Base is empty, 1 away, and now the right fielder, Mike Trout. On the ground, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Here's the throw. Not gonna get him. He's in there.
Had a pretty ugly 0-for going into this game up until that at bat, so a little sigh of relief there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Twins, number 8. Pepio back to work. And there's a foul ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Into the bullpen and gone. And this place is rocking. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. The good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
They take the force out, 3rd out, so it's no run. Runner at second, 2 down. Oh, he gloves it. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Twins wind up stranding 1. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. So the batting order turns over. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jacob Young. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. But 2 runs. 1 out, base is empty. Well struck, right field. And that one hops the wall. And that's a double.
Everything came together for him. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there.
Pepio checks the runner, and he's back in safely. One out, and a runner at second here in the bottom of the sixth. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. The other way, and a base hit. The run comes in to score from second, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-3. Top of inning number 7, and stepping in for the Rays, Jacob Young. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's the second baseman. He's already homered here in this one. Wentz, 32 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. Lofton gets it to first. That's the third out. Number 8 was a real bright spot despite the loss. Collected a couple of hits. One of bottom of the second. And now for the Twins, number 8. Lesko back to work. Swings and misses. 0-1. Lesko, a 6'2 righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a 2-seamer. Makes the grab, one down. One out and a runner at second. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
In the air out towards right center. Low snags it for the second out. One out, base is empty. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
That's the third, and foul ball. Bunting for a hit. Now the throw to first on the run. On target. He got him. Nice play. Base is empty, one away. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman. He's got some power, no doubt. Popped up. And there's 2 away. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Twins doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
Number 8 had the kind of game you'd like to avoid.
This wasn't his finest hour.
One down. And now the rookie second baseman. That one ripped. That's back there. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. He'll circle the bases And that gives him the lead. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time.
The batter, the left fielder.
Still only one out here in the inning. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. The high heat, too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Swing and a foul straight back. Runners are at the corners, one away. Up and in, and the count even 1-1. Now one miss.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
On the ground to third. That's a base hit as a run scores. First and second, one out. MPR Encarnacion, the next twin up to hit. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. The throw in, but it's offline.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
The 2-1. Runners on the move. Ground ball up the middle. One at second. And that's quick work out of the pen. One batter. So the lineup flips over. Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays. Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1. And that's all they'll get.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out. Keep the run out of scoring position.
So up next for Minnesota, number 8. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
The pitch. Runner takes off for third. Ripped on a line. Barnes brings it in. The throw into second.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Runner takes off on the ground. India over to first in time. And that number 8 had a great showing in the win. Had 3 hits, one of them a homer.
Que reflejan tu mirada.